Guys, Deluded Guna, YouTube's N'Golo Kante. Let's crack on, man. Let's not waste any more time. 05-06 was an excellent love story, and it's one of my favourite seasons. Of course, we've won it in 02. We did the Invincibles, and we did not win the league this season. I'm talking about 05-06. In fact, we only got 67 points. And I think the team ahead of us, Liverpool, had 82. Chelsea had 90 plus or whatever that season. Congratulations to them. We were poor in the domestic front. But while I actually believe 05-06, especially the European campaign, should be made into a movie. It's an excellent story of trial, tribulation, passion, commitment, brothers in arms. Ultimately, at the end in Paris, tragedy. It would be up there with Mighty Ducks and Coach Carter, in my opinion. And it has, for me, that's a tale about football in that it shows so many different emotions that you go through as a football fan. And ultimately, we didn't win in May, in that May that year. In my head, we did, because I'm not counting that Etu goal. I don't care what no one says. Arsenal's won Champions League. No, I'm seriously, guys. Yeah, I just believe it could be a good story. Like I said, man, passion, commitment, heart, and nothing to lose, man. How many times, especially away from home, did we beat Madrid before holding them at home 0-0? The same at Juventus and the same at Villarreal, I'm so sure. I mean, when could Arsenal do that sort of things and be galvanised like that again? It's not going to happen, is it? So, yeah. And we didn't even have that many wavy players per se, to be honest with you. But the first thing I want to draw you guys' attention to, I've already mentioned that we only got 67 points, 2 ahead of Spurs, and Liverpool and had 82. One thing that really annoyed me, we lost some dumb games that season, and I've got it here, man. Do you remember the 2-1 against Middlesbrough, against West Brom, losing to West Brom, against Newcastle, against Bolton? I'm so sure Sam Allardyce was there. West Ham, Everton, and Blackburn. Our home form was this is my agenda, and I tell you guys, away form decides everything in the league campaign, because it's about passion, commitment, and all of them things. And it was our last year at Highbury. Home form, 14 wins, 3 draws, 2 losses. Away from home, only 6 wins, 4 draws, 9, and we lost 9. So what is that? I think we scored. Wait, what's that? We only conceded 18. We only conceded 18 at Highbury. To be honest, I think I said I might be wrong about that, but we've got 18. We conceded 18 at Highbury. Yeah. We conceded 18 at Highbury, and our away and our form away from home is different from that. That could be wrong. Forgive me if I'm wrong. If I'm wrong in that regards. But yeah, we also scored 20 less goals away from home as well, or 20 something less goals away from home. That shows you we weren't really with it that season. To be honest with you, like I said, man, the biggest highlight of that season is our Champions League. Yes, the run past the group stage is amazing and it's quality. But up until that final, we didn't actually lose a game. I remember the Sparta Prague game. I was so sure Henry scored a landmark goal there. I remember the commentator going, record breaker, history maker. Obviously, the 0-0 with Madrid, and then we beat them away from home. The Juventus wins and things like that. The Villarreal ultimately being like, 14, 15 minutes away from winning the Champions League as well. That's why it could be a great love story, to be honest. We had a couple goal scorers that year, man. I'm pretty sure I ain't doing it justice because there was a couple others, but Van Persie had 12, Cesc had 5, Perez had 11, and this was ultimately to be his last season. It's quite deep. I'm so sure Lundberg had a couple, man. I could be wrong about that. Henry had 33. So yeah, it weren't the best of sides. You could see the difference. This was somewhat the Invincibles. The Invincibles were already gone by this period. We sold the summer, I believe. Vieira was gone. We brought in Diaby, Haleb, and Theo. But at this point, Theo weren't playing no games. So yeah, it was the last of a dying breed with Henry carrying a lot of players. I mean, this side showed heart, commitment, and passion. We had Flamini left back, Abue right back, and we were doing bits. Because this shows if you believe you can win a football match, ultimately you can. At the end of the day, it's 22 players on a football pitch. It don't matter how good someone is at the end of the day. And if you remember the Galacticos, them times there, that lovely pass from Cesc Fabregas to Henry, just gliding past everybody, just moving everybody. Henry's my guy, man. This is why Henry is levels, man. We had 16 clean sheets, and what does that say? 16 clean sheets, and we conceded 31 the last year. And then if we let in 34. So despite having more expensive players, they did score more. Oh, I get that. Oh, basically we can see we kept more clean sheets, to be honest. I think that's what it says. Yeah, man, I made a mess of that. I shouldn't really write in shorthand. But yeah, we know away from our domestic form in the league, it was poor. Our cup form. I mean, I'm so sure we lost to Wigan. We lost to Wigan in the semi-finals of the League Cup. And Bolton, same side that beat us in the league, beat us in the 4th round of the FA Cup. To put that in context, that's like losing again to Nottingham Forest this year. So yeah, it weren't the best of season. Oh yeah, Adebayor came in as well. So yeah, man, it really doesn't make sense. It really doesn't make sense. I just lost my thought there, guys. Oh, that's where I finally made sense of that. basically, I think what I'm trying to say is 05, 06, they kept more clean sheets. So we had more expensive players last season compared to 05, 06, and they kept more clean sheets. The only benefit is obviously because of the richer attacking talents with Alexis and that, to compare them to 05, 06, they obviously scored more. So yeah, man. We actually man, we had 22 wins that year as well, and we finished fourth, and we had better stats and finished fifth last year. So that shows how competitive the league's going. For me, ultimately, that season showed passion, heart, commitment, and it shows what you can do when you've got nothing to lose. Underdog mentality. Nobody expected us to beat Juventus. Nobody expected us to beat Madrid, let alone away at Madrid. Nobody expected us to stay undefeated in the group. Ultimately, no one expected us to go to the final. Nobody expected us to win it, and we ultimately didn't win it, but we came close. Coming close doesn't win it. Ultimately, we hold our L, but it was a great season, man. We had 54 yellow cards that season as well. That shocked me. That's a lot of yellow cards. I do believe Drogba this season as well. I don't know if it's true, but Drogba helped Chelsea beat us in the league this year for the first time in a while. I could be wrong about that, but I did see that when I was comparing the notes and going back, trying to bring an analytical approach rather than my nostalgic approach that I'm rolling with at the moment. So yeah, man, like, it was a good season. Obviously, this is the last season of joy for me, to be honest with you, because heart, passion, and commitment, the only things I wanted to say. See, maybe that's the best example, because I don't expect Arsenal to win titles all the time and things. I'm not entitled like that. But I expect passion, heart, commitment, and fight. And if we lose, we lose. We lose by a fine margins or other things happening, not because we didn't show up. And after this season, we didn't see that, because I'm so sure the season after that, 06, 07, we could have won that league title. Was that the Gallas year? I'm so sure there's been a couple other seasons, if I go back in time, we should have won the league. But yeah, man, we lost to we lost to Manchester United that year as well. I don't know why I'm highlighting that, but our form from March to May made the difference. If I remember rightly, looking back, our form from May to March made the difference, together with Lasagna. Yeah, man, there's not much more to be said. It was a great. Probably the last Arsenal side, man. I call that the last Arsenal side, because that was the real Arsenal. I'm not speaking in regards to winning titles. I'm talking, again, passion, heart, commitment, pride in the shirt, pride in yourselves, galvanized, soldiers in the trenches, being stuck in the trenches, not being cowards, standing up to be counted, regardless of what position you're playing, what status as a player you have, what country you're from, regardless. It was a siege mentality. Man were galvanized. They were on it. That was the last thing, man. Like I said, apologies for messing up a couple of these stats, but not like that you guys care. And yeah, man, we started off that season we started off decent as well, and then after 13 games, I believe we were second, and then by July, obviously, we were fighting for fourth, so we had a wobble. Also important to highlight, in that year, I'm so sure when a squirrel ran on the pitch at Villarreal, I remember that, and at that time, the squirrel had more Champions League minutes than Spurs. I gotta highlight that and buzz Spurs somehow, man. I'm the deluded, you know. But guys, DG, I'm signing out. Forgive me for messing up some of the things. I hope I've still given you guys some content. I'm out now. Enjoy your day, and thank you very much for watching me, man. It means a lot, and your support means a lot. Hit that subscribe, hit that like, get in the comments. I'm out.